opportunity, yes. Being great as ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules.
Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And now,
the shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
What's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
A 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly
inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Brady. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4. Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Brady now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Peyton up the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run again with Peyton, and that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Gates with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, Gates. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a handoff inside, it's Peyton. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now here's Trenton Gill now.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd down and 6 now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start in the NFC East. This one always a battle. New York taking on Washington, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Sam Ehlinger throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Nick?
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points too. Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On the give, here comes Peyton. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They need 18 yards here on third down. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Brady now to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a give, it's Peyton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now a toss play for Peyton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run now with Peyton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 5.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mahomes going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
McCaffrey will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Now Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Finding Allen. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Brady's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets up.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete as well.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Allen's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Brady again. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's counts.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Brady.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Brady.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.